Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Karalekas, your host of MFIT TV, with my
Bullshit.
co-host, seven-time IFBB Pro Champion, Guy Cisternino, a.k.a. Quadro, and our guest today, Aaron Lohman, a.k.a. Huge Fat Loser, running the Health and Wellness Department over at NYPD. Aaron, tell us a little about yourself, where you're from, what you do, what you like.
What's going
What
on?
you're eating for lunch?
I just had chicken with a little bit of barbecue sauce on it. Still keeping it healthy, but I'm a sergeant with the NYPD. I work in the NYPD Health and Wellness section, which is newly formed. I've had about a little over 13 years on, and I lost 160 pounds. So that's my whole thing.
That's it?
That's it. I mean, and so that's it. Just trying to motivate people out here, keep them positive during this time, and just trying to help people live good lives, man. You know.
Are you doing anything different now that all this shit's going on and the gyms are closed? With helping people, like, as far as workouts or any, like, it's
I've been
like,
just trying to keep them.
because the whatever you had there, like the gyms obviously at the precinct are shut down, or they still open?
They're shut down for the most part. Yeah.
So what do you do? Like, is there anything you can do now with those people, or not really?
Not really. Just encourage them to do like
Whatever they can at home.
yeah, whatever they can at home. If they're willing to train at home and like do like whatever. I don't really love band exercises, but if they're into it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do some cardio, take walks around the block, just keep themselves in general health. You
Yeah.
know, as you know, it's a lot easier to maintain than it is to build.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I say for now, I've been just encouraging people to just like maintain what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like stay with a good diet. Like don't say, hey, the world's gonna end tomorrow. I'm gonna eat whatever the fuck I want, because
Exactly.
99% chance the world does not end, and then you gain 50 pounds that you can't get off.
That's exactly what I want to happen. That's actually my
Nice.
end game.
So you can just finally retire, right?
You're a real piece of shit, Karalekas.
Hey, here to please, here to please. So in terms of training, I know, Guy, you're training at an undisclosed location right now. You're fortunate enough to be in that position. I know, Aaron, you were doing the same thing for a period of time, but I know now you're very big on band workouts, I heard.
No, absolutely not. Throw them in the garbage. But listen, if you like band workouts, fine. It's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know.
Yeah. Like I'm all for, and Guy had a rant on his social media the other week. I'm all for, like, if you want to do push-ups, crunches, body weight squats, whatever you want to do to, like, I guess, quote unquote, maintain or stay active. I'm all for it. Awesome. Great. But if you're going to tell me that you're going to put out a workout program about push-ups, planks, crunches, and fucking
$20.
lunges and make a buck off of it,
$20.
I don't
sorry.
believe in that either.
I will show you how to do the best fucking push-up you've ever seen.
The best
$20.
push-up.
Diamond push-ups. You've never seen them before.
No. I do these types of push-ups. You put your hands out like this. Really, like,
Accentuate
activate
the
the
old
pectorals when you come up and you
Nice.
contract the muscles. Yeah. But in terms of dieting, I don't know, Guy, for someone of your status of an athlete
Chick-fil-A.
or pageantry, if we want to call it what it is, what do you in terms of nutrition, are you staying the course right now, or what are you doing, or are you just eating whatever you want?
I'm eating, so I'm trying to put on weight, and I don't have a huge appetite, and it's very hard for me to eat a lot of clean food and put on the weight I need. So I'm doing clean all day, and then at night I completely fall off the train tracks. And I end up at Chick-fil-A. I end up eating ice cream. I end up eating my cookie dealer cookies. Going to bed, sweating, breathing heavy, waking up, stomach bothering me, and then doing it again the next night.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, again, for simpletons like me, Guy, and Aaron, please butt in when you want. Right now, all I'm doing is I'm doing sprints. I'm doing my cardio every morning, and I'm just doing core work. I feel like push-ups every now and then, leg raises every now and then. Can you let me finish before you cut me off and call me stupid?
I was going to sing, actually. I was actually singing. Every now and then I fall apart.
Okay. Well, anyway, and for people like me, for, just normal people, what would you recommend in terms of training right now if we don't have any weights or if we're not the most creative bunch?
Me or Aaron, you asking?
You.
So if you're this time is not that big of a deal for this is, and I'm not trying to be sexist, but I think women, this is a lot easier time to handle than men because women don't need the amount of weight unless they're like a powerlifter, which is then it's a different story. Women can get a lot done with bands because the resistance bands go pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So women can benefit a lot with this. As far as bodybuilders, you're not going to get, there's no benefit besides if you're warming up, stretching, or just trying to do some like cardiovascular type of workout. Squatting with like a broomstick or doing like body weight lunges or doing these like diamond push-ups, that's not going to do anything for somebody that can squat 500 pounds, somebody that, you know, benches 405. It's not going to do anything for you. So if you want to get something out of this, unless you're going to be, unless you're going to be, let your imagination run wild and figure out things to do. Like if I was in a position where I didn't have access to a gym, there's a lot of things I could do to mimic a lot of exercise. As simple as I was telling people, you can get pulleys and attach them to a tree, or even if you don't want to get a pulley, you can just throw a rope over a big tree branch, attach paint cans to the end filled with dirt or sand, a bar on the end. I mean, there's a lot of things that are very simple that people really don't think of. But, you know, and if you have access to tools, you can make a lot of things. You know, you can even put your car in neutral and attach a rope to it and pull your car. I would say doing more cardiovascular stuff in this period. And if you want to do like some ab work and some, you know, crunches and stuff or sit-ups and push-ups to stay active throughout the day, yeah. But to sit here and say that I'm going to put out an ebook on how to stay fit or gain muscle at home with just bands is absolutely absurd.
Would you
like
even
if you
say
don't have access to a gym, or you don't have access to some sort of weights, or you don't have a way to make some little small trinkety things in order to work out, if you don't have access to that, just wake up every morning and go for, even if you're a bodybuilder, go for a run, you know, go for a hike or go for a walk, do that. Because the honest truth is that we are very egotistical in that we don't like to take breaks, because most people think that, oh, if I take a week or two at the gym, I'm going to shrink and I'm going to look so small. That's even not everybody knows that's not the case, but that's how we portray it to be. So this time is actually not a bad time to just sit back. I just took, if I would have known this was going to happen, I wouldn't have taken the 6 weeks off I took right after I won Niagara Falls. But it's a break is very good. You know, a car can only go around the track so many times, so you got to pit it and, you know, put gas in the engine and throw new tires on it. So you just, I would say, take the time, get your cardiovascular up, and just give your body, your joints, and your tendons a fight.
Right. Yeah. And in terms of, especially for non-enhanced athletes, like people like myself who train every day, in some cases, like taking the time off, like you said, will significantly benefit that person just in terms of inflammation alone and your central nervous system, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, in terms of that, I mean, diet-wise, I've honestly just been doing what I've been doing for the past couple months now. Is that's just maintaining, maintaining. I put quotes around it, and that just do my best to stay consistent. Don't stray off course. If let's say one day I want an outright bar, shout out Mark Wobliner, I'll have an outright bar, but that's once a week, if that. Other than that, 7 days a week, I'm consistent.
I eat something bad. Yesterday, I had 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, a 4-piece chicken strip, fries, and a pint of ice cream.
Nice.
Yeah, must be nice.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because I'm fat as fuck and I don't care.
Hey, you're living your best life. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Nice. During the video. Okay.
Listen. I have to work out after this. This interrupted I'm normally working out at this time.
I'm sorry.
I set aside my day.
I'm sorry.
My schedule for you. So now you can watch me eat.
Bison. What is that?
That's chicken and rice.
Nice.
Bison and rice.
That doesn't look like bison. That's white meat.
What's white?
Okay.
Nice.
Bison and rice. It looked like white meat from here. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, the rice is white.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Okay. Anyway, Aaron. So in terms of not to dive into your world, I know. So how long have you been with the NYPD in total?
Over 13 years, almost 14 years.
So in terms of hysteria, obviously we haven't had anything like this. Before Guy hopped on, we talked a little bit, not to get political. We're not going to go that route. But guys like, what? Are we going to see an argument? No. In terms of hysteria and the way the news is covering things, like we said before, we're not saying to not think this is legitimate. We're not saying this shouldn't be scary or you shouldn't be worried, because you should.
Right.
We clearly see hundreds of deaths. But in terms of going about day to day, what advice can you give the person, just the normal average Joe that flicks on the news, sees something negative, and just their head goes down? They miss the gym. Oh shit. They want, just their normal life back, and they're just surrounded by negativity. And I know by your content and on your page, you're constantly positive with your audience. So I'm really curious, just your elevator pitch to somebody that's like, you know what, like, this will pass type deal.
Yeah, just don't get sucked in to everything that's going on around you. Most people want to be negative, and a lot of those people are the same people who are negative all the time anyway. Now they just have like a bigger reason to do it, and they're just trying to suck in everybody around them. Just keep on keeping on. Realize that this is a temporary thing. It's not going to last forever, and things will be back to normal shortly.
Mm-hmm.
And like Guy said, like, get out there and be active. Don't try to, if you don't have the access to being a bodybuilder, like right now, you don't have a place to work out, don't do it. Just try to be active, keep your body healthy, stay in shape, get your mind right, focus on other things. Go read a fucking book or something. You know what I mean?
And another thing is that I don't know how many viewers we have. This is only our second time doing this, but a lot of things people don't think about is that during this time, if you don't have access to a gym and you're not working out, there's no reason to intake the amount of carbs and proteins that you're taking, and give your fucking organs a rest, and do like intermittent fasting, or cut your protein down to 4 ounces and add in a lot of fruit and greens and do shakes and do cleanses. Like, this is a time to do all that shit that you normally don't do, but
yeah, no, 100%.
I'm eating 8 ounces of bison. Yeah.
Sorry, Steve from Natural Body just texted me. He's like all over me right now. Shout out, Steve. Yeah. They're doing an MFIT Subs giveaway, so shout out Natural Body, Tim and Steve.
Nice.
Best retailer in New York. So, I mean, at least from my perspective, and Guy, I want your perspective as well, what I just asked Aaron. I mean, from me, a lot of families have been affected. Unfortunately, mine was. So, there's certain things that, that hit closer to home, and you have to take things, a little closer to the vest and take them into consideration, because people look at it from afar and don't really realize how real something is unless it hits home, So in that aspect, I understand completely, but there's another part of it where, Aaron, we spoke about this before, is that, at the end of the day, I'm not saying they're spitting fear into the communities, but at the end of the day, viewers matter to these TV, companies and these channels. So the longer they can get you hooked in, the longer they could scare you, the longer they could have your attention, the better that they do on their end. I'm not saying that they're doing this on purpose, but I'm cynical. You can't tell me that's not 2% of the content that they're putting out there. At least.
I say way more than 2%.
I'm just trying to be optimistic.
Yeah.
But to not say that part of their due diligence and the work they're putting in to put content out in terms of numbers and supposed cases, I'm not saying that the numbers that they're saying are false. What I'm saying is in my estimation, numbers could be a little inflated in terms of actual cases. Because just from I have a hard time with it, because when we had the H1N1, I don't think I have to say anything else, and not to bring it back to politics, but it's just like, we didn't hear boo, 4 years ago, 5 years ago when that was going on. That's my gripe, Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, social media replaced the news. Old school news no longer exists. Social media is so much faster that the news has had to keep up with that. And like, if you look at social media, most of the shit is just clickbait nonsense. Like, what I'm doing for likes, what I'm doing for attention, what I'm doing for negative shit. Like, negativity sells, and negativity and like naked chicks, you know, sell. So that's what the news does. Is they like
shout out naked chicks.
yeah, negativity.
Shout out naked chicks.
Yeah, shout out. But you know, shout out to their band workouts. You know, but listen. Now the news just took that model and they're trying to apply it to themselves, and they see how much more attention, how much more likes, how much more shares, and they know that news. Most people don't watch it on the TV or read the newspaper. They see it on the internet and they see it on social media. So they need the same shit that these social media influence, whatever the fuck you want to call these assholes. And so they need the same shit. They need the same attention to generate revenue for them. So they're just doing the same thing, and they're blowing it up out of proportion a lot of the times. Not just this, with a lot of things that go on in society, you know, like, but if you dive down deep into these articles and actually read them and read the facts and like do your own research, like, you'll see that a lot of this shit is just like panic, you know, driving panic, you know.
And like you said, not taking anything away from the severity of the situation.
Oh, 100%. Precautions should be taken. You should be taking precautions to protect yourselves and the people around you. But at the same time, just be educated and smart. And the same thing goes with anything, whether from politics to news to all this shit. Read a book, like, do some research.
Take a lap.
You take a fucking lap, and you know, like, that's it. You need to make that shirt for real.
I gotta.
Anytime you hear something, take a lap around.
Take a lap, bring me right back to fucking high school football and sucking at something, and the coach going, "Take a fucking lap, Cisternino."
It's perfect.
I'm assuming you took a lot of laps.
Huh?
That's fucked
I'm
up.
assuming you took a lot of laps.
Got a lot of ass.
Nice.
That's a lie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but you know, I think all in all,
I think the problem with this whole thing is that there's so many people that they're saying are dying and being affected. And personally, I don't know a lot of people that are, but I don't know if I talked to, it was you I talked to, Nick, or somebody else, but it doesn't become a reality until until you are affected directly or somebody close to you is directly affected. Then it becomes more of a reality and more precautions are taken. But until you're directly affected, people kind of blow it off because the media made it out to be you have to be sick or old in order. That's how that is not the case, but that is exactly how the media perceived it to be. And the people that were not old and didn't have compromised immune systems didn't really fucking care because the media was like, this disease makes you sick. You only die if you are A, old, or B, have a compromised immune system, or C, both. Right? So there was no panic in the beginning. Like me, I'll tell you right now, do I think I have it? Absolutely. I didn't. No, I'll tell you why.
Absolutely.
Exactly why. And it's not because I'm not a panic person, but 2 weeks ago, I went to the doctor because I had a very heavy chest. I was having a hard time breathing. I have a cough, which I still have, and I was very nasally. So I went to the doctor because you have bronchitis, right? Nick's laughing, but this is where Nick's going to not laugh. So about 10 days ago, I started complaining that I can't taste anything that I'm eating. I can't taste. I have zero sense of smell.
Oh, so you
Can't
definitely
smell
have
anything, can't taste anything.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
So 3-4 days ago on the news, they said that a new symptom of COVID-19 is loss of smell and taste. And I said that 10 days ago when this first started because it was annoying. So I'm like, I can't fucking taste anything. This sucks. And they just said that. So I was going to go get tested today because I'm training every day, but I haven't had a fever. But apparently now they're saying you don't need to have a fever. But I guess they said if you like have some of the, like, this is the no taste and no smell is like a bigger symptom. And my buddy, you know, Rich, Nick, my buddy Rich I used to train with.
Yes.
His wife has it, who's a nurse.
Wonderful.
And they wouldn't test Rich because they said, if she has it, you have it. And I told Rich about the smelling and tasting thing. And Rich said they told him that is pretty much as good as a positive test if you don't have taste or smell.
Oh.
Everybody I know who does have it, that's the symptom that they had. They didn't have a fever.
See, but up until about 3 or 4 days ago, smell and taste didn't come up anywhere.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah.
But literally almost 2 weeks ago, I started complaining that I couldn't fucking smell or taste anything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
that says something to how long this process is, though, because
I don't know. This has been 2 weeks for 2 weeks for me.
But, yeah, I know for you, yeah, it's been for 2 weeks. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when we were talking and I was like, yeah, I think I have a heavy chest too. People at the office had a heavy chest, and then everyone else there was no fever, no nothing.
I'm not panicking. Like I'm still working out.
Of course, that's not what I'm saying. The point I'm making is that these things do take time, and when I'm sorry.
You said good because I'm tough.
But again, these things take time. So when your gym says, "Oh, we'll be open April 1st," well, guess what? That ain't gonna happen until June, if that. Really, I'm being serious. June. And the thing is, though, is that if they do open, let's say May. Let's be optimistic. Another month without the gym. Another month. You think they're gonna let everybody back in? They're gonna put a 15 to 20 person limit on that gym per every 3 hours. There's no shot they're gonna let everyone back in. So that's if in another month. So my money's on 2 months. I'm investing in more weight. I'm whatever. I'll pay the price.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing now. Just get like a little something, like I said.
It's expensive as fuck now, dude. They're inflating the shit out of the price.
This is perfect. We can edit this part out. He's a cop. I'm jacked. You're fast. Rob a bank. And we buy
You're fast. Wait, right? So what do you just open the doors, or what do you do?
No, he's got to have that. He's got to know somebody that works at a bank.
Yeah, so, but I'm saying, like, what purpose do you play in this bank robbery?
Somebody's got to fucking rip the safe open, you idiot.
Why wouldn't we just like tell them to tell us the code?
Because they don't always do that. And in movies, then they put a bomb, they blow it up, and that's too loud.
Yeah, but we wouldn't do that.
Can we wear president's masks? Like
you want to be Trump? One of us will be Clinton. One of us will be Trump. One of us will be Obama.
Yes.
Shot, not Obama.
Trump.
I'd be Bill. I want to be Bill.
Why? Because he got his pee-pee sucked?
Bill? Because I love his voice. He's a tremendous American.
So I was probably going to get tested after the gym today, but because when I went to my doctors and they said you have bronchitis, in my head I'm like, all right, I did my due diligence. Like I went to the doctor. I said these are the symptoms that I'm having. They went breathe. Yeah, bronchitis. That's literally what.
Can you do that one more time?
Huh?
Do that one more time. You look like Christina Aguilera in '95. Yeah. Or Britney Spears video.
Oh, baby. So yeah, I don't know, but like I feel fine. The crazy part is I've had if I have it, I've had the strongest 2 weeks I've had in a very long time.
Yeah. Like strength wise, or you mean health?
Strength. I'm strong as an ox in the fucking gym. I'm throwing around fucking weight.
Oh, how you doing?
I inclined 365 the other day for fucking reps. I haven't done that in fucking 2 years.
Mike O'Hearn does that with backwards grip, bro.
I'm sure he does. T-Rex arms and 2 fucking bad shoulders.
Hey, I'm sure he's had surgeries before. I don't see Mike.
Talk about oxymorons. You have a fucking Superman shirt on. You're 130 pounds wet.
Actually.
Oh shit. He's got it going.
What?
He's my boobs.
Yeah, Q&O dance, son. Q.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I don't know. You know, I haven't seen anybody besides literally my gym partner.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
The cops stopped by the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like my buddies, because they work now. Cops aren't even on the road. They're they're all sitting in the what do you call it? In headquarters, and they're taking calls over the phone, and they're like diffusing situations over the phone. If they don't have to go to somebody's house, they don't.
Yeah, it's true. And they have cops out on the corners and cars.
That's what I'm saying. Now's the time to rob a bank.
It's like
I'm not editing this out.
Aaron,
this is not coming out.
You gotta have hookups, bro.
I got nobody, man.
Yo, I got a question.
Yeah.
Aaron, is this true? You're not gonna suck him.
Yes.
I have a Port Authority detective's badge that he gave me, like in the little thing, like in a leather case. I went to fucking court on March 9th in fucking Brooklyn or the Bronx. Bronx. And I got pulled over because on the Cross Island, I was driving. There was a van in the middle lane, and the fucking ladder fell off the van. The van stopped in the middle of the Cross Bronx. Everybody started locking up on their brakes, and there was actually two cars that got in an accident behind me. So I hit the gas and like went around them because I was like, I ain't getting hit. And a cop radared me for speeding.
Oh my
Not
God.
gonna give me a chance to talk. I handed him the badge. Didn't fucking matter to him. My buddy, his name's Jesse, was like, do not pay that ticket. I'm gonna go to court with you. I said, okay. Go to court. Mind you, I got pulled over February 2019. I had court March 9th of 2020. They went from a 70, they said it was doing 74 in a 55. They dropped it to a 70 and gave me 2 fucking points. With him with me. They didn't give a flying fuck.
Wait, a cop was with you?
My buddy who gave me that badge from the Port Authority detective was with me, and they didn't give a, and he talked to the other cop.
Yeah.
I was like, you fucking kidding me?
The respect.
Fix it,
Yeah,
Aaron.
messed up.
That's what I'm saying. Fix it.
What the fuck? Fix it.
Fix it.
Listen, well, next time I see you, I'll give you one of my cards, all right? And then anytime you
All
wanna
that to the
see me-
points of my insurance.
Yeah, sorry.
I think instead of robbing a bank, we should do a collaboration on a booty bands workout.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, I think I think he would have a stroke, and I'm not doing that either.
Okay.
I'll walk around in a women's thong. Easy.
You walk around in a thong for a living.
Hmm.
On stage, 10.
I would
Yeah?
classify that as more of like booty shorts.
Yup. Guy,
Thong goes in your butt crack. That my trunks don't go. This is like
Guy.
what goes in the butt.
guy. Come on. Come on. Yeah, but I mean, like you said, when the cops are taking calls from their precinct, I mean, I guess it depends what precinct, because I know my girl's still on her horse in the middle of Times Square with nobody around her.
I know, I've seen her pictures. It's funny, I was in Times Square one of the nights she was working, and I just didn't run into her. But I still have yet to meet her.
What?
I still have yet to meet her. It's like one of those
Really?
crazy things. Like, yeah, I swear to God, it's one of those
He
crazy
laughs
things.
every time I say my girlfriend on her horse in the middle of
I
Times
don't need
Square.
to fucking say that. My girlfriend's still on her horse in the city.
That's great.
It's tremendous. Shut up.
So funny.
Oh man, but yeah, no, she's still, it's actually a poor girl actually fell off her horse during their but then the horse got loose, so thank God nobody was
Oh my God.
on the, nobody was out.
Yeah, see, that was
Are you
terrifying.
allowed out of your house?
They radioed Jess, and she had to go find and thank God she's awesome at what she does, and she found the horse.
That's awesome. Oh my God.
Aaron, are you allowed out of your house in the city? Like even allowed out?
Yeah, you're allowed out to go to like get groceries and like whatever. And
Essential stuff.
yeah, I mean, you're allowed to go outside.
Somebody said like that there's like not a soul in sight.
Dude, I gotta show you pictures, bro.
Yeah, in
Same.
Manhattan, in Manhattan, it's dead. There's nobody out here really. I mean, there's people walking around, like very minimal, but like everything's closed. Churches are closed. Most coffee shops are closed. Most stores are closed. The only thing that's really open is like grocery stores, and like bodegas and stuff. But
Is Starbucks open? But
no, Starbucks by me is not open. Drive-through only. Like out by like where I live on Long Island. But here, no, nothing's open, man.
oh, you have a Starbucks open on Long Island?
Yeah, drive-through only though.
You could drive through it, and I'll give you my address. You could drive your ass here. I'll take an iced venti.
Yeah. They're not open in Jersey?
Well, there's like drive through only, but they're not like drive through only aren't like the ones that are conveniently close or you got to go in.
Yeah. No, same thing. And the one by me that's drive-through, the line is like around the block. It's like
I'll wait in line all day for my mermaid, son.
yeah. What is it?
What?
Oh, mermaid. I got it.
Oh.
That's some special drink, and then I realized I'm just an idiot.
What? There's a mermaid on the cup.
Yeah.
You call it a mermaid though?
It is a mermaid.
It is a fucking mermaid, you idiot.
Okay, well, first of all, the hostility, bring it down at least 3 notches. I don't
You're questioning my integrity, and you don't even know what the hell we were
question
talking
your
about.
integrity. You've never called it your mermaid before. It's
Yeah,
the first
actually, I
time
have.
I've been hanging out with you for the past year. You haven't said mermaid once since we've gone to Starbucks. Every time that we're late for a venue and we go to Starbucks, you never said. You
Actually, you know
never
what's
said.
sad? Is that I could be literally 30 minutes late to something, and if I hadn't had coffee, I will literally be like, I'm not going until I get a coffee.
There was one
I'm
event.
100% the same way.
Because, like, the problem is if I get stuck in an event for a long period and I don't have
Miserable.
coffee, I'm going to fucking be exhausted.
Yo, me too. And if I don't have coffee, I turn into a fucking raging dick. Like, I turn into an asshole. Yeah, seriously.
I took
I
this
know.
trigger by this company, MFIT. It didn't even wake me up.
Oh, please, bro, you haven't even taken that yet, I bet.
I'm too scared.
Oh, really?
I don't like strong.
I'm too scared.
Havoc, dude. I feel havoc.
Yeah?
If I have trigger, I'll have a fucking meltdown.
Really?
I'm gonna do a next video on the 3 different pre-workouts. It'll be a good piece of content.
Yeah, so pretty much I took Havoc and Hazard together, like you told me not to do. And I did it 3 days in a row.
Like you told me not to do.
Day 3, I was like like this, like just staring off into space.
Dialed in.
Yeah.
Dialed in. Yeah, I
definitely
drink I take both, but I take Havoc pre, like before my workout later. I'm gonna take Havoc, and then as I train, I'll have Hazard solely for the.
You ever think about taking a pre-workout before sex? You think that would work?
Yeah, it
the
definitely
opposite
would.
effect.
Think about it.
I think it would have an awesome.
Imagine
effect.
starting to get all tingly before you got into the sack. Little beta alanine kicking in.
I don't know. Why is your face red? For the wrong reasons.
Yeah. I can't breathe.
Hey, blood flow. That's all that matters, right?
Yep.
But yeah, Havoc and Hazard might be another pregame stack. How you doing? How you doing? So Aaron, I know with the health and wellness section that you guys just started operating. What things? And I saw on the social feed that you guys have that that you're doing a couple things like readings and things like that.
Yeah.
Some really cool stuff. Can you just whether if it relates or not, just talk about some stuff that you guys are doing.
Yeah, so with the reading thing, like one day I was just like, hey, what can we do for kids that are stuck at home? So I was like, hey, what if we had cops that are working, like read stories to their kids, like a secret reader program that they do in like school.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. And then, like I said, we're having other people send in workout videos that I've been editing. And I do the peer support program in case, like, you know, people get like depressed, and that's bound to happen. So they could reach out to another cop like me or somebody else if they have problems or they need help working out. And a huge part of what me and another guy do here is if guys don't know how to work out, or if guys want to learn, or if guys want to learn about nutrition, they'll send me a message, they'll send me an email, and I'll sit down with them and I'll tell them like the best I can. Like, obviously I'm not like, you know, 7-time IFBB pro over here, but I know some stuff. I lost 160 pounds, so I just want to help people get their life back on track, man.
Mm.
You know?
No, that's awesome.
So
do you enjoy what you're doing now more than what you were doing before?
It's crazy, right? So my whole career, pretty much, I've been like very active, mostly like plainclothes enforcement units, like making arrests, and like I was in the gang squad, plainclothes anti-crime, things like that. And I feel more stressed now.
Really?
Yes, because I put a lot of pressure on myself, because it means like catching bad guys, whatever. If they get away, they get away. It's not a big deal. But to me, like trying to help other cops and trying to help other people out there is way more important of a task than catching some bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
To me, listen, whatever. But, and so I put a lot of pressure on myself to help people and put out, I mean, decent content and like do all this stuff. And I don't know, like I always feel like I'm not doing enough during the day. And yeah, I feel it's not all bad stress. It's good stress. It's motivating. It like keeps me going, but I definitely feel it way more now than I did before.
That's awesome, bro. No, well, I appreciate
That's awesome.
you know, telling me everything that you've been going through and have gone through, and your story up until now. And you know, I wish you continued success. And I know that that what is that guy? That thing down there? Oh, him, Guy. He wishes you success as well. But I do appreciate your time, and you know, definitely looking forward to having you on future episodes as well. Because if you guys don't know, if you go on Huge Fat Losers Instagram, he is also part of the MFIT subs team. So that's where this little tie is. He's not just some random schmo we pulled off.
We should all get a workout in, Nick.
Hell yeah! Once the gym's open.
Break it to the gym. Break it to the gym.
I would love that. Thank you.
No, yeah. Listen, if you want to coordinate that, I'm cool with that.
Aaron can work outside, and then we can train because he's the cop, and then he can give us his badge and everything else, and then we can stand outside and go, no, this is fine. It's regulated.
This is okay. Regulated. Carry on.
Regulated work.
Yeah.
Regulated.
Where do you wait? So where do you park when you are in your undisclosed location?
I park where is the least visible for the naked eye.
Alrighty, so unless you guys have anything else you want to expand upon,
I'm going to train chest. I don't know about you guys.
Chest, I'm gonna probably do more cardio because that's all I can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do a band workout and increase the size of my ass a little bit. No.
All about the booty workout.
Yeah, all about the booty workouts, and I'm gonna take some Fit tea too.
Oh,
Fit tea, yeah.
Alrighty, on that note, we thank you for joining us for episode 2 of MFIT TV. Myself, Guy Cisternino, Aaron Lohman, thank you for your time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time.